What about your friends? Will they stand their ground? Will they let you down again? Oh, what about your friends? Are they gonna be your down? Are they gonna be around? Oh, what am I gonna block him, man? Then you think I'm just too friendly, so to speak. I forgot to say, I don't know rest. Okay. Friends won't be around. Friends won't be around. He's true, those are your friends. Friends are hard to find. Friends, yours and mine. Talk about your friends. Oh, Jaguar, you got bill money. You really need to thank your friends. You really need to thank your friends. Oh, Jaguar, you got bill money. You really need to thank your friends. You really thank your friends. Why did I think this slide was tomorrow though? I almost thought about bed for tomorrow. Hey Lindsay, hey here, her TV. And I had to come on after this. Today, congratulations before I get started. Congratulations to all the graduates, the parents, the teachers, the staff who made that all happen. Shout out to the teachers like myself. We made it through. We are officially on summer break. Hey, Queen Gemini. So, oh, it shows 6'3". Oh, I should have put 6'2". I was typo, y'all. Typo. Sorry, typo. So that's what. Okay, sorry, typo. And you know what it does? That's the thing that StreamYard does, which I don't like. And you just probably tell them, like when you go in and you put like after a certain time, they'll put the next day rather than the current day. So, all right, all right. Thanks for letting me know. But I wanted to come on here and do my commentary about Jaguar Wright's first interview with SeanDavieWay 24 hours after her release, which he did say yesterday he wanted her to wait 24 hours, get some rest, get herself situated before she comes on social media. Okay. Shout out to the official campaign. He is on vacation today. This morning when I was like on my way to work, I saw him at the airport. There's you be you behave. I think it's the hat. I think it's the hat. So, he's on vacation right now, and him and Sanjay Way have done a lot for Jaguar, to get her out of jail, um, so she can be home. They found her a sober living house where she can be, um, while she's waiting on her next trial, June the 13th. Um, yeah, well, I was thinking that too. And other people expressed that in the chat, but I think this whole time though he has been talking to her offline. So hey, AT2, so good as you can make it. So but unlike Tokyo and Tony, their actions were speaking louder than their words. And so in my description, I have the video that Sunway just did, and I also have official case paying video from last night. Okay, so in case anyone comes in here, I gotta do this because people are always asking me, where is it? Okay, all right. So just letting you know, I have braces and a tongue tamer, so that's why I sound like Sylvester the cat, or someone said I sound like Tweety Bird from the Bugs Bunny cartoon show. Yeah. Okay. Offline is cool. It's the updates that should be kept private. It's giving content for clicks and views. But if Jaguar is the content, then he's bringing us the content. But I understand your point as well. So, there were some things that I admit I was very optimistic about what I was hearing from Jaguar at the beginning of her interview with SeanDavieWay. I was like, okay, all right. She's talking in a softer tone. She sounds like she's in a much better place mentally. She's talking like it wasn't fast. It was just right temperament. And so I'm like, hey, she got some goals. She got some things she wants to do. But then like about halfway through it, I kind of felt like the old Jaguar was coming back, and I was like, okay, maybe this wasn't the question we need to talk to her about right now. But that's just me, because it kind of made her get excited. Okay, it was about Goomba, so I was like, okay, this is triggering for her. Okay, but then she calmed back down, and she started talking, about things, and then she even gave us talked about see how she feels about the Kansas, right? And then, she wrote a poem, a spoken word poem for the Kansas. And she showed it to us. It's very sweet. It's very beautiful. But then she started talking about how people she didn't want to be having more distractions, and that was great. But then someone in the chat made it saying like, but hey, Jaguar, you are your own distraction, which is true. She is her own distraction. But then she started saying about all the people that was giving her distractions from what she was trying to do. And then I kind of feel like that was making her a little bit more angry and upset again because she's talking about, Virginia, Gomba, Genesis, you know, uh, and then Icky. And then I was like, okay, she's getting upset. This is upset. And then we heard another poem, spoken word poem about Goomba. Now the one about Goomba, I have to say, as far as spoken word and metaphors, similes, great. But I also kind of felt like it was rehashing all the anger that she's been feeling. Then I kind of feel like, hey, this is actually a good outlet for her because she's doing it in art rather than driving her car, trying to go by his house, or getting on a platform and cussing him out. I kind of felt, Um, so but then, she was talking about, what she wants to do and everything like that. Oh, she did give out some. Oh, that was nice. She thanked a lot of people, for helping get her out of jail. For scheme paying, shot him away. Oh, the people who gave on the GoFundMe, the people who were in the jail that was nice to her, and in Bossier and in some lady named Ashley in Bossier City Parish, and some people um in what you call it in Lou Sterrick, Dallas County Jail. There's a lot more of them. At first, I was like, "Girl, you try snitching out?" I was thinking to myself, "Girl, you try snitching on these people a little bit." But you know what? Maybe that's just me. Taking it there, and I shouldn't take it there, right? But so I'm like, okay, she's taking people. Okay, this is a different side of Jaguar. But then I noticed something that she was still doing that I still think she needs to work on. And Shawnee Boy said he is going to have another interview with Jaguar. And he's going to ask her some hard questions, some questions that he's been seeing a lot of in his chat, and he's gonna ask her something, and he said some of these things is will probably make her upset, but he said he's going to ask it to her. So I'm He actually said a couple of the questions he said he was going to ask her. I was like, and I was thinking like those are the 3 questions everybody's been talking about since she came out here. So, hey, Ebony Woods, how you doing? So, what I'm gonna do is, let me put this up. I want you. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but I want you to listen to the parts where I was just like, and think about SeanDavieWay. I really love him because I love OKP too when he's talking to Jag and he makes the things with his eyes. Okay, it gets me every time. A lot of time it's the same expression I have, and then SeanDavieWay tonight, all his different expressions that he had when Jack was talking. It was like, Jack, he really is trying to be a, he really is being a good friend right now. At one point, he just shook his head and he held his head in his hands because she went there, like she went back, she reverted back a little bit to the old Jack. Okay, it's 35 of y'all in the chat. Please let me have 35 likes so I can play the video. So as let you know. This video is my video is protected by Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for free for purposes of criticism, commentary, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use of use permitted by copyright system might otherwise be infringing nonprofit education or personal use. Tips are balanced in favor of fair use. This video was made for entertainment purposes and it's transformative in nature because I am using another content creator, SeanDavieWay's live video that he just had went off about 30 minutes ago. Okay? And so that's why I'm also, hey Patricia Bosano, that's why I'm only gonna be going over certain parts, not the whole video, because I want y'all to go over there and I want y'all to watch it, and we might have to come back and have another discussion tomorrow and be like, okay, so did y'all leave with the same conclusions that I did? Okay, so and I'm definitely gonna be posting their links in the chat. Hey, Sharon Lewis, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm gonna take it day by day, day by day. Jag was successful day one. I'm gonna take it day by day. Now, if I call you back in a couple of days, be like, you were right. I'll let you know. So, all right. So, oh, sorry, wrong video. Okay, so, all right. So let me. So, and by the way, we this picture is from her when the day that she was in the car on eviction day, because actually we didn't get to see Jaguar online. We just heard her voice. Hey, Rosalind. Ken Lewis, I'm going to be you know what? A lot of times you are right. And I'm a little afraid of that. Patricia Bashan, he's still allowing her a YouTube platform. Yeah, but I kind of felt this time, comparison to when she first got on his platform, he was very much in control, and she was very much, what's the word I'm looking for? Calm, and not doing as much cursing as she usually does. So, all right, so let's get started. And if you hear a fan in the background, um, that's because y'all pray for me. My AC went out again, and so I had to go and get me a fan for my bedroom. So, I just had it queued up, y'all. I really had it queued up. Okay, here you go. We're gonna check right on time. Right on time. Hi. The first part of his video, about the first 4 minutes, he plays his song, and then He started making fun of Tucker Tongue. I'm sorry. When he does those impressions of her, I'm sorry. I have major impressions for her. That shit makes me happy every time. I'm telling you, when I hear that, I just got a smile on my face. Hey, Midwife K. Oh, thank you, Midwife K. I really do appreciate you.
Hi,
can y'all hear?
Hi, Bron.
She was low at the beginning.
Sorry, I got noise in the background. Sorry, how are you?
Hi, everybody. I'm okay. I got needed rest. I've been pretty much like, moving ever since I got out. So, and then just trying to get caught up. And then, like, I took some time to just go and look at what I've been missing or what I haven't been seeing. And it's a lot.
It's a whole lot.
Like, whoa.
It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. Now, we're going to get into all of that, girl, because I knew it. I told y'all she watches everything. So I already knew that she was going to go and check that out. But, yeah, so I wanted to have a conversation with you because I know that you wanted to talk to the people y'all sent by. Well, okay. I'll try this. So I know that, sorry, you wanted to speak to the people. There are certain things that you wanted to say. And, the audience definitely wants to.
Shirley, you make a good point.
Sure. Okay, yeah, we should be able to open up. Okay.
It's been so long, talking in jail to you is one thing, but being able to control my environment and sit down in a quiet room without people, I don't care. You know what I mean? It's definitely a little different. And I get to be alone and be in my thoughts and be you. Like really be you and not be distracted.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I'm glad that we could have a conversation. Now, we have been keeping you off of social media. We have been keeping her off due to, we don't want, one, her location being disclosed, and two, it's just other things that she's focused on. So, and she needs to be focused on those things, And I'm really proud of her, like thus far, the decisions that you have made, because honestly, I'm like, okay, she probably just gonna get out, she's gonna hop on live and start hooping, hollering, cussing people out. But you did the complete opposite. It's just like you got out, you just wanted to know what was next and where you were going. You got to where you were going, you got some rest, and whatnot. And then the stuff that myself and King Payne sent you that you needed to check off your list, you pretty much checked it all off. You got one more thing left, or two more things left to do today, and you are already doing those. So
that's good.
That's what we have to focus on, not what we have to, what you
right.
But
it's been 24 hours though. This is good for her.
Yeah, so
let's tell her some positive things.
Shout out to y'all, because you need to understand that what I've been going through, everything that I've been experiencing, it's hell of a lot. Like it's a lot. I don't even think people really understand how much of a lot it is. Mm-hmm. And you guys not only keep me focused, but you keep me grounded. God put y'all in my life for a reason. Mm-hmm. I am more than ever so grateful. And y'all my battery right now. Y'all the battery in my back. And let's not downplay that. Am I highly efficient? Can I get a lot done? Can I do a lot done? Yes. But after everything that I just went through these past 6 weeks, I'd be lying to say that I don't need help and direction. Because, I'm getting like monkey shit thrown at me at every turn. And then everything that I dealt with, like, people don't understand, I think. Like, 6 weeks a prisoner is my life right now. So,
yeah, she went in 414.
I got to shake that off. And I'm just so glad that y'all are there because you're seeing clear and you're seeing straight. And I trust you. And so yeah. Shout out to y'all. I'm never gonna be able to stop shouting y'all out. Like it's
good, Jay.
It's a forever shout out. It's like shout out infinite.
Absolutely. So with all of this going on, like you've been in jail for 6 weeks, whatnot, how do you think that affected like you and your mental health?
Well, this isn't the first time I've gone through this. And the last time I went through it, it was when my ex-husband drugged me through that whole nasty custody battle that he decided to criminalize to punish me for
he's talking about
not giving him money.
my first husband.
That was 7 months.
Sam June. Sam Senior
was a lot shorter than that, but it was a lot more intense considering everything that I went through leading up to it. Like the timeline of my life, the real life interview hit the end of last year. Boom, ended the year with a bang. And then 2 weeks into the new year, I set like a crazy YouTube record especially for commentary. 1 million views in 3 weeks. In 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we got that news, all hell broke loose.
But do you feel like with getting that many views, do you feel like when you did get that, because you were getting a lot of views, a lot of people hitting 1 million, some 2.1 million, and whatnot. Do you think that kind of like went to you and your spouse at the time? Do you think that kind of went to your head?
No, not for me. For me, it was like, this is perfect. This is great. The audience is prime. Philadelphia can soar. Like, if we just stay focused and stay steady, we can soar. Mm-hmm. And then, working on developing Welcome to the Circus and just everything, like everything that we've been talking about, all of the things that we discussed behind the scenes that everyone else doesn't see. I was ready. My husband fell apart. He went insane. Don't forget, we found out 1 million views in 3 weeks, and that was the same weekend of the barbershop incident. Martin.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop this moment because with commentary you gotta start. Hey, Brown Diva 718. So the first post that actually the second post, I think I put in here. I forgot my first post. This is my second post. I think I put in here, and I said, Jaguar. It wasn't the 1 million views Goomba was upset about. It was about Solar. So like you said, Shirley, blame shifting. Sharon, not taking accountability. She wants to say, oh, my husband had a problem with my 1 million views. And if you go back to some of the first accounts, he was never upset about the 1 million views. He was upset about having Solar all around all the time. And he told her, I don't want this man around, but Jaguar did. Okay, so.
King weekend, the first time I was hospitalized.
Yeah.
And then boom, the police. And then boom, my show and him assaulting me in front of my friends. My show being canceled.
Okay, hold on. When she started talking about this part, I was like, what? When do you think I saw her and we saw it? Or when her other friends saw it? And then when she said this, I saw Sean's face where he like moved his eyes to the right, like, okay, she going there. And I'm thinking to myself, and she's like, oh, and then my show got canceled. I'm sorry, I got hiccups. It was important to me that she was not signed up to do no show. That it was basically open mic night. Okay? It was reported to me. Hey, Miss T-Time, baby.
Because he was assaulting me and scaring everybody. And then, boom, he's going to kill me. He's going to kill Solar. And then, that kind of changed and turned around. And meanwhile, the whole dirty Birdie girl was happening in the background, and I didn't know. And then, boom, we go to Phoenix. And then, boom, my car is blown up. And then I don't know who it is. He's gaslighting me. And then, boom, more police. And then Legina comes. And then more police. And then, boom, a white warrant. And I'm hospitalized again. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it has been, and all of these things have been triggered by my husband's reaction to that 1 million view video in 3 weeks.
No, it wasn't. It was about you wanting Solar around both of you. Why don't you understand? Your husband, Goomba, only just wanted it to be you and him. But you were like, oh, here's Solar. And then you know, oh, here's Regina. I'm like, oh yeah, she didn't talk about the airport. You know what, though? Like, she did, Salima, she didn't talk about the airport.
You know, so, and then next thing you know, me and my family are moving, and we're moving into the house that we wanted.
No, this is why I had problems. Like, I was thinking, like, okay, Dad, you were doing good, but now it's like, wait a minute, that wasn't moving. You were getting evicted. Verizon, she already has a GoFundMe because it takes several days for her to get the money. Hey, job for mine. Yeah, she went right past the airport. Like, thanks for y'all reminding me. I knew it was something she was missing. Hey, golden child.
And that we prayed for, and we were ready. And all we had to do was get through the Tasha K interview. And it was like, man, Philadelphia.
What Tasha K interview? Wait, Tasha K. Wait, she gonna. Okay, I'm just.
We're about to take it to the next level, even though, you know, things are crazy, and even though you guys, we're still there. And then I'm doing a live broadcast in a hot tub, and the police show up and arrest me live online because
I'm sorry. She also forgot. Oh, I went to the police station and got arrested. And then I went to the mayor's office and I got arrested there. And then after the eviction, I was in a hot tub in Louisiana instead of Texas. Because guess what? I didn't go to court. Wait, wait, hold on. You tell me something. Tasha was going to fly to Texas, but she got arrested prior to the interview. Wow. Oh, wow. And wait a minute, but she was in Bossier City, Louisiana at the time. So where was she going to have the interview at? Okay, did Tasha K say she was going to do it? Or did Jag say she was going to have an interview with Tasha K? Because, you know.
My bond was revoked by a person who I did nothing but try to help.
Yeah, right.
And then 6 weeks a prisoner.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's just be clear on something. Any one of those instances would have been enough to send someone who was mentally unstable over a cliff. But all of those things, month after month, like literally almost every 2 weeks, it was another catastrophe.
Oh, wow.
And still, I wasn't found incompetent. And still, I'm not schizophrenic. And still, I'm holding it together. And still.
We don't know what's in that Dr. Pittman's report.
By the time, you know, I'm registering, being booked in on Sabbath to Bossier Max, I was prepared. I'm like, I know what this is. I know who's making it happen. I know it's the devil. I know this is a spiritual attack. And I instantly just went into me, God, I know you're using me. I know you're using me, so use me. Show me what you want me to be. And keep me strong. And my mental state has been attacked the entire time.
He's adjusting the microphone.
I got rearrested and locked up. I have not been on any medication. I was denied medication.
Okay, so this is when your chat really got hot and more people showed up. Because it was like I want to say 1,300, 1,400, and then all of a sudden it went up to like 1,800, 1,900 when she started talking about her medication, it was just not making sense. She was like, oh, so you were denied medication in Bossier City. But then when you got the little stare, you took the medicine and you had a reaction. It's like, wait a minute. Just it was like, damn, the old Jag is coming back. Like, okay, I was rooting for you. I'm still rooting for you. But I'm just like, okay, let's keep going.
Denied any health care providing of any sort in Bossier. So I was forced to go without that medication. And I realized, hold up, I'm not losing it. Hold up, I'm okay.
Why don't you take your medication?
Good, great question. Great question.
Why do you choose to not take your medication?
Well, I was forced to not take my medication. Up until I was rearrested and jailed in Bossier, I was taking my medication.
What?
They wouldn't let me have it. I didn't get any medical care in Bossier. They denied me. I asked for a psych visit on 20 different occasions, and I didn't get seen by psych until 2 days before they extradited me. Mm-hmm. And they still denied me care.
So now that you're out and free, will you take your medication?
As of right now, no, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I feel good. When I was on the medication, my body, it started going through things. I put on almost 20 pounds without even trying. I was having bouts with insomnia. I didn't have my cycle for almost 2 months. Like, literally.
When that happens, you need to tell your doctor and tell them your symptoms. And then that's when they need to adjust your medication or like calibrate your medication. Or switch out to a different medication. It's just... So you were taking, according to you, you were taking your meds before you went to Bossier, which I couldn't remember the last time I saw you take any medicine prior to that. Then when you were at Bossier, you didn't take, they wouldn't give you the medicine. And then when they gave you the medicine in Dallas County, it broke you out. Okay, see,
my body, while I was in jail, just started regulating back, and now my cycle's back to normal. Like, it literally just changed everything. And being forced to go without it, prayer, meditation, doing yoga in my cell every day, doing calisthenics in my cell every day, drinking water, cleansing myself physically and spiritually of everything. Mm-hmm. And then when I finally got to Dallas, and then they tried to re-administer meds, they put all these extra medications on me. And then the next thing you know, I woke up, my cellmate, Tio, looked at me and said, "What's wrong with your face?" And I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "Your face is swelling up." And I said, "What?" And then my mouth started feeling funny. And I tasted blood on my gums. And she said, "Oh, you got an abscess?" And I went and checked. Nope, it was just sores all over my gums, and my tongue was raw, my lips.
Hey, Poetic Justice, you probably haven't been over here in a while. Do you see the purple ticker tape at the top? I have braces and a tongue tamer. The tongue tamer helps me prevent my tongue from pushing out my teeth. So no, I don't have food in my mouth. Well, the entire universe.
Started growing out, and then I started breaking out into a rash all over my body. I literally had to stay in bed for a day because, it was just itching. It was, and I'm like, "What's going on?" I took the medicine again, and then it got worse. And then there was this metallic, and then the bleeding started even more. And I'm like, "This is poisoning me. I can't take it." And that's when I refused to take any more meds in Dallas, and I reported it. I broke my kites and I did all of that. And the doctor never responded. They kept telling me, "You take the meds, you take the meds." I said, "I did take the meds." And in 2 days, my face swelled up. I got bleeding gums. I got rash. I said, "I'm not doing it. You're poisoning me. I'm not doing it." And then once again, my system started started regulating, and everything was fine. You know, I think what bothered people more than anything was that all of this craziness didn't trigger me into some kind of psychosis.
Okay, I'm going to speed up a little bit because she's going to talk about Dr. Pittman. And if you've seen Jane Robertson, she already dispelled, Jaguar's previous statements about Dr. Pittman, the psychiatrist that is at Dallas County jail that is assessing her for who's giving her the competency exam.
Isn't that interesting?
When you have the competency hearing, the competency hearing, are they going to request you take the test again?
My lawyer was going to request that I take it in front of the judge, so that the judge can witness it for himself. I've taken 6 competency hearings this year, and the only one that I supposedly failed was the one that Dr. Pittman did.
Okay, when has Jag ever told us she's taking a competency test before this month? Can y'all recall that? Do y'all remember any other time Jaguar said, "Oh, I took a competency exam and I passed it"? Because I can't remember. Right. For 40 years, right. Never. Okay, never. I don't recall. Okay. Because I'm just like, she said, I took 6, and this is this is the first one I failed. I'm like, wait a minute, you took 5 of these things before? What was this? Okay, Shirley, can you email me that? I'm gonna put my email address in here. And this is the thing too. If you and Jane showed this in her video. I think did I show this in my video too? That the order of competency, it says that the doctor is going to get all of her records from Parkland. He's just not going by what he's there with her. He's going through everything. Oh, 714. Okay. Okay. Hey, Natasha Brazil. Hey, Shane Hudson. I don't know about the other old GoFundMe, because I think Nicole Allen did that one. I did put that, I think I did put that in either SeanDavieWay or KP's chat. I said, hey, there's an older GoFundMe out there with Jaguar's name on it. So, hey, 4 Bill F. Okay. But, Cheryl, thank you for the dates. Can you put all of the dates in an email for me? And just email them for me? Because I might forget. Because I got a lot of my... like, seriously, I might forget. But I need to double check that. Okay, let me get back to it.
So with you stating that you have to do multiple competency tests this year, within one would think that, okay, well, if I'm prescribed medication, then if I take the medication, maybe I won't have these competencies.
Hey, Tata P,
But you feel that you shouldn't take the medication because you feel that you do okay without it?
Well, I'm not having breakdowns. I'm not losing my mind. Mm-hmm. The truth is, I've been fine since my husband hasn't been around me. Matter of fact, I get better and better every day. I didn't realize how much his psychosis was triggering me.
But this is why I put something in the chat too. But I was like, Jag, you was triggering him too. You were triggering him. Like, you not understand? You probably was going through your own psychosis and was triggering him. Like, okay, all right.
I feel calmer. I'm good.
Well, I mean, I must admit, you have brought his name up, and you don't like go crazy about it, like like irate about it. You do seem to be calm when you speak of certain people now, so that's growth. So shout out to you for that. That is growth. I mean, y'all gotta admit,
I got double check.
this is growth. Because normally, y'all know how Jag she'll go off, but she just simply just said that and kind of just, okay, all right.
Acceptance.
Oh, little piece. Come on, girl. So you feel calmer without certain people being around you.
Yeah.
You have not tried to reach out to honestly anybody besides.
KB Bunting, she's watching. She actually was in the chat earlier. She's doing fine.
That's family. That's the only people that you've requested me reach out to. You haven't requested me reach out to anybody else.
Natasha, this is the thing. I don't think he wants to come back online because he don't want Jaguar bothering him. If you know, she's been very much MIA the last 2 weeks. And then he popped up on Instagram at some club, at some hookah lounge. HOOKAH. Okay? And he didn't even say that much. So, whatever job, wherever he's staying, he needs to continue doing that and stay off the damn internet. And Jag needs to stop saying his name after tonight. So, that's what I think. Oh, girl, you went historical with Sarah Bartman. For those of you who don't know, Sarah Bartman was an African woman who was like literally sold as a slave to a was it a medical company or a circus? And basically they showed her body to all these people because of what it looked like. And then she really didn't she didn't live very long, and yeah. He probably would, but just on her. Oh, okay. Yeah, I hope not, Natasha. Do you think his money drying up? Natasha, you really don't like him, do you? Yeah, but that's assuming he has a job, he has another friend where he's staying. That means, and he still get his VA check. He's doing pretty good. But we'll see. That's what I think. But he also needs to see he needs to work on himself because Jack does say triggering things. And he needs to stay off. Genesis needs to stay off, but she keep coming back on. Jean needs to stay whatever the hell she is over there. Nikki needs to stay off. And Jack needs to stop saying their name. She said they are distractions. And Nikki and Fifi saying that's why he disappeared from YouTube. And you know what? That was probably for the best. Because he did not come back on to like try to give his side of the story, which was great. Oh, I'm gonna get to this part right here because he actually asked her. He actually asked her about like, okay, so should you have said it about the children? And it's like she really like glossed it over like she didn't do nothing wrong. I'm just like, oh Lord. Someone said her own channel wasn't monetized, but I'm just like, how would y'all know? But I thought Goomba said he did have set it up to be monetized. I don't know. But I'm sure they can help her with that. Natasha Brazil. Can we pray that he don't? Please. Goomba staying with his brother. Okay, stay there with your brother, sir. Yeah. Probably some mirroring too. Mm, mm. That's a good question. Oh. I think he may have too. Yeah, not anymore because Tokyo didn't deliver, and then she just said, "I don't know her," and just say he don't. And then Tokyo's like, "I don't want to talk to her." She said it the other day. Tokyo and her, I don't know if you can call it beefing. Um, my thing is as long as Jag doesn't come on YouTube and make a video about Tokyo, I don't think there's gonna be beef. Right now, it's SeanDavieWay and Jaguar beefing. Unless she had the actions going to a different place. Natasha Brazil, but we haven't seen Zero in 2-3 weeks. Would he still been out here? Okay.
Family, your son, and your mother is the only people you want to meet.
Are you asking me if I have to Candace? Yes.
Okay, so she said, "Oh," he asked her, "Oh, you in love with someone?" Oh, I'm sorry. I need to go back to something. I think I missed it.
Honestly, anybody, really, y'all know how Jag, and you don't like go crazy about it, like
Said I failed. They both asked me the same question when Dr. Pittman.
Yeah, I just want to get back to Dr. Pittman.
And then once again, in 2 days, my face swelled up. I got bleeding gum. I got rash. I'm not doing it. You're poisoning me. I'm not doing it. And then once again, my system started regulating and everything was fine. I think what bothered people more than anything was that all of this craziness didn't trigger me into some kind of psychosis. Which is why I thought it was so funny when Dr. Pittman at Dallas, I did the competency evaluation. Matter of fact, I did that competency evaluation twice. I did it once with Dr. Pittman, and I did it once with my mental health public defender. They both asked me the same questions. I asked them both. My mental health attorney told me I passed. Dr. Pittman said I failed. Isn't that interesting?
when you have the competency hearing, the competency hearing, are they going to request you take the test again?
My lawyer is going to request that I take it in front of the judge, so that the judge can witness it for himself. I've taken 6 competency hearings this year, and the only one that I supposedly failed was the one that Dr. Pittman did at Down Jail.
So
that's all the rest.
So with you stating that you have to do multiple competency tests this year, within one would think that, okay, well, if I'm prescribed medication, and if I take the medication, maybe I won't have these competency hearings. But you feel that you shouldn't take the medication because you feel that you do okay without it?
Well, I'm not having breakdowns. I'm not losing my mind. The truth is, I've been fine since my husband hasn't been around me. Matter of fact, I get better and better every day. I didn't realize how much his psychosis was triggering me. I feel calmer. I'm good.
Well, I mean, I must admit, you have.
Okay, I was trying to get to the part where she talks.
Questions. I asked twice. I did it once with anything. And then I said, I did the all over my gums and like literal. I was forced to go without that medication. And I realized, hold up, I'm not losing it. Hold up, I'm okay.
Mhm.
Up until I was rearrested and jailed in Bossier, I was taking my medicine. I asked for a psych visit.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't find the part where she talks about Dr. Pittman, about he's old and he's this, and it's like Jay Robertson looked him up, and the man has no bad history. He's very qualified for his job, so he knows what he's doing.
King, like Kansas has been calling me, and she's worried about you.
Oh, she decided to the Candace's her boo thing, and Sean asked her, "Well, how come that time you started talking bad about the Candace online?" And she said because the Candace was talking to, I guess, Monopoly or somebody else, and so she felt like, oh, you're talking to people about me, and then the Candace starts something else, and then when she left, she didn't even talk to her or say anything. But then when LKP said, "Oh, hey, the Kansas is calling you and says she loves you, she's checking on you," and so I guess that like reignited their love or whatever. And so she mentions that she's I think she said she's talked to the Kansas, or she talked to the Kansas mom, and there was a poem about the Kansas. So, and see, that's what someone else made a good point too. Is like, do you not know, like, and that's the thing. She never apologized for her behavior in this interview. It was still like, oh, it's everybody else. Oh. Oh yeah, she wants to sue Dr. Pittman too. Yeah, I kind of feel yes. Wait, what clock chaser? Who you talking about? Who he let? I'm sorry, I don't. Y'all can say other content creators name over here. Who he let on his panel? Oh my good. See, this is the thing, though. How can I say what I can say? Okay, like how y'all implying that the beef that's that I guess you said disagreement that Jaguar is having with Tokyo, like y'all saying it's manufactured beef that someone has created it. I kind of feel like a beef was started with Genesis, or a controversy was started with Genesis about her taking her name off of Jags Bond and Regina, because a whole month ago we all knew it. We all knew about it. So it's like, why is this an issue now? So I'm just like, okay, Jag is getting out. I guess it's gonna, you know, are they doing this for Jag? The people who turned themselves on her didn't really help her. And so it's like Regina and Genesis on one side, and then Regina, Genesis, and Tokyo Tony on one side, and it's OKP, SCW, and others on the right. Like, it's just part of the show. Because I mean, hey, if it's real or fake, I'm watching it because I'm entertained, I'm enjoying it, and I'm sharing the videos. But I'm just like, in the back of my mind, I'm just thinking like, this is all kind of convenient. If she parent happen again, she needs to stay off. She needs to take a page out of Goomba. Stay off. She don't listen to me. Her name may be Revelations. Shit. And she was over there. I should play y'all that. I'm not doing it. Like she was over there. Okay, so I followed. Y'all know I follow OKP and SeanDavieWay and a couple other people too. Okay, so I followed SeanDavieWay on Station Head. DJ Jesus came in the chat, girls and boys, and SeanDavieWay roasted her ass. He was already on Tokyo Tony, but yeah, Jen showed up and she was sitting there taking the. I was like, I told her twice. I said, "Ma'am, you need to log off and go lay down." I think told her she probably need to leave 2 times, but uh, Cheyenne Boy was lighting her up, and so was the rest of the damn chat. Most of the rest of the chat. There was another couple people like me was like, "Ma'am, why are you still here? Why are you still here?" And then she went on Queen Toaster's chat the next day or that night, talking about how, oh, look at all those women in the chat, and they're just cheering him on while he's abusing a black woman. And I'm thinking, my ma'am, are you a victim now? You chose to stay in that damn chat when you could have left at any moment. I'm just like, come on. The GoFundMe money doesn't get deposited until a couple of days, so they actually use their own money now. I think, yeah. Yeah, she's gonna get dragged. Like, why did she go over there? But then I remember SeanDavieWay said something. So this is why he was dragging her. So according to him, what's her name? Nicole Allen? Supposedly, allegedly, Genesis gave Nicole Allen SeanDavieWay's real number. So he actually had, and so he called Genesis that morning and told her, "Don't be giving my number to nobody." But then Genesis in the chat talking about, "No, you told me to come over here," which I'm just like, what? That made no sense. But then I was wondering, like, well, who told her that he was over here on Station Head talking about her though? So I was just like, okay, is this real? Is this because it looks real? But I'm wondering now, is this manufactured? Either way, I'm watching it and I'm saying I'm talking about it. Because I'm fucking entertained. I am entertained. This is my favorite soap opera as the Jaguar turns. Mm-hmm. But my thing is this: until they got on the Dallas County website that the doctor said she is not incompetent, I still got, I don't know, something in the back of my head saying something not right. Cause she came on line and said, "Oh, the social worker told me that the doctor said I didn't pass my test, but you're still able to get out of jail." But I guess this is not a hearing, you still can get out of jail. So, and then Jack kept saying, "Oh yeah, I got a hold the OKP check, and she didn't have a hold." And I'm just like, well, what's with all these different? And then I'm like, okay, she out now. But I did notice this though. How she talks about Tokyo is very different from how she talks about Genesis and Regina and Goomba. She talks about them with more vitriol than she does Tokyo. That's just me. And to me personally, I think Tokyo will give Jaguar the same energy that she gets back. Like Jaguar could be unpredictable at times, You don't know what she finna do. Tokyo the same way. That's why I said they're both two sides of the same coin, if not the same side of the damn coin. But then Tokyo was telling Jaguar that OKP and SeanDavieWay wasn't her real friends. What are you talking about? What do you need to hear? And you know what? Jaguar wants to be out. Jaguar wants to be out. So in a way, everybody's getting what they want, right? What? Are you serious? But just to tell baby, this is the thing though. How can I say this? I feel like Genesis is a scapegoat and an easy target. And yes, she can say, yes, she lied. And then she's trying to do what she did, throw King One on the bus. But the thing is, she should have been totally honest about the whole thing. But I also kind of feel like, SeanDavieWay, OKP should have said, oh, I heard you did this and that. And I would see me, I'm nosy. I'm gonna go find a video where they said she did. And I think I don't think they watched it. They just heard about it. But she should have been upfront about it, said, oh yeah, I did this and this. Because it was like a month ago. I was like, everybody knew this a month ago. Why is this news? And when he asked her about it, she should have been upfront, like, yeah, I did this and that. She threatened me. She threatened CPS on me. She kept calling my house, harassing me. And I'm sorry, Legina a liar too, because she knew what the fuck was going on. And she threw Genesis under the bus. So right now, Genesis is an easy scapegoat. Yeah, she a liar, but it's like at the same time, it's like, why are we being more upset at her than we are at Jaguar? I don't understand. Jaguar literally took advantage of this woman's house. And okay, all right, y'all. That's a good question. That's a good quote. Me or Sean, I just want to fight internal demons. I do think they're fight internal demons. Yeah, because she sees a lot of her. I think she sees a lot of herself in her. Oh yeah, Jag wanted to be out, but at first she got paranoid. You know, you're right about that, Teresa Jackson.
She says she loves you, and
okay, we're gonna move on from here.
Burnt Gap Tony. Is what I call her. Now you know I hate her.
Okay, listen to this, y'all.
I hate to show her.
Name is Shalana Hunter.
My name's Tokyo Miss. So Megan, now you know I hate your friend. Now, but I don't mind y'all being friends.
She does this hateful thing.
Oh, she does. So, okay, now you've gotten to see things for yourself. Watch her videos, on your own.
I haven't watched.
You haven't?
I'm not giving her a click or a view.
You didn't watch, girl.
I have seen clips on other people's channels that I will give a click.
Oh, okay.
And because of what I've seen, I refuse. to watch.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it doesn't because SeanDavieWay said either in this, SeanDavieWay said, I think in his video yesterday, that Lachelle got her mama another account. So whatever account Jaguar had, Jaguar's mama's check is not going there. Yeah, cause she needs some even more now. Because she ain't got. Because remember, when she had Virginia, she was using Virginia's money. She was using Genesis' house. She was and Goomba being her driver and everything else. Set up her website and YouTube. Mama, she had her mama's check. She had her son to like basically co-sign everything she does. They not here no more. So yeah. They not here anymore. But here's what she said about Tokyo.
It'll do nothing but make me emotional. And me being emotional about that person at this point in time is a total waste of space. It is a total waste of my mind. It's nothing but trigger me.
Mhm.
And as low vibrational as this whole campaign that she's on has gotten, I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it. When I was in jail, I was forced to be around constant negativity because I had no choice. I have a choice now that I'm out of jail, and my choice is no thank you.
Oh my God, I love you. You took my advice.
Wait a minute. Tokyo has made Jag videos. Well, I'm gonna say this: the type of videos I see about Jaguar that Tokyo did before this last week. Anytime that Jaguar wanted to curse somebody out, like literally curse somebody out, she jumped on Tokyo Pound. Remember, everybody was complaining about what she was doing on OKP and SeanDavieWay. So I guess when they wouldn't let her come over there. All of a sudden, it's like whoever she had a real bad problem with. She was out on the outs with Goomba, she went to Tokyo. When she got outs on Legina, she went to Tokyo. When she got outs on Genesis, she went to Tokyo because Tokyo got a badass mouth like her. And I think Tokyo's channel is not even monetized. But she pulls in hell cash apps though. Yeah.
So happy because I let you ponder on it.
Nothing but make me emotional. And me being emotional about that person at this point in time is a total waste of space.
This actually sounds rational.
My mind. It's nothing but trigger me.
Mm-hmm.
And as low vibrational as this whole campaign that she's on has gotten, I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it. When I was in jail, I was forced to be around constant negativity because I had no choice. I have a choice now that I'm out of jail, and my choice is no thank you.
Oh my God.
Okay. When she said this, I was like, oh my God, this is gross. But then it didn't last long, y'all.
I love you. You took my advice. I'm so happy because I let you ponder on it. And I told you, I'm just like, a lot of the stuff that you got into before is completely like unnecessary now. Just like it happened, like let it go. And then again, like I'm like, you're out, that's all that matters. So, but I'm proud of you.
It can't exist to me.
Mm-hmm.
See, the truth is, let's call all of these people what they are. Distraction.
Y'all hear this?
They're all distractions. Even my husband.
This is what I wrote in the chat. But Jaguar, you are just, and some other people there in the chat too. But you your own distraction.
Distraction. I'm on a mission, and my mission is to clean up these streets, these industry streets, and these YouTube.
Okay, I'm stopping. And that's why I wrote something in the chat. I'm like, Jaguar, worry about cleaning up yourself. Not YouTube streams, not the industry. Worry about cleaning up yourself. Oh my goodness, she's always worried about the wrong fucking thing. I be rooting for her. I really do be rooting for Jaguar, though. I know what I say about her. But deep down, she's like, come on, just. I feel like that. What's that? Tyra Banks. America's Next Time Out. I'm rooting for you. We're all rooting for you.
Streets and start bringing then a distraction away. The devil done used absolutely with a lot of crap brought to me.
Oh, and then she says, all these people came around me. They were letting the devil use you, and I was like, I wrote in the chat, but Jaguar, didn't you let the devil use you too? So. One thing I like about SeanDavieWay's chat, if you disagree with him or you disagree with so we disagree with Jag, you can put in your chat. You just can't be coming there and being trolling and stuff. You know.
That shit that been brought to me, absolutely. Did I have negative reactions to it? I can't imagine.
Hold on.
The devil done used all of these people to knock me off my square. Now, don't get me wrong. Did I have to deal with it? Did I have to face those things? Absolutely. Was a lot of crap brought to me that shouldn't have been brought to me? Absolutely. Did I have negative reactions to it? I can't imagine anybody that wouldn't. I dare anybody in America, I dare anybody in the world right now to live through everything that I just lived from Martin Luther King weekend to now and not have a reaction. I dare them. Impossible. We're human beings. This stuff was intense and it was insane. Most of it. What was I supposed to sit there and kumbaya while my husband is blowing up my car and beating on me and threatening to kill me?
Okay, this is where she goes into, like, she's reverting back. She's getting a little more high pitched. She's getting angrier because remember, she was all calm and rational at certain points, making sense. Because remember, she didn't talk like this when she talks about Tokyo. But when she mentions Goomba and then these other people, she's
running around behind my back with dirt trash on multiple levels. Of course not. I'm human. I've had a human reaction and still managed to not lose my mind. Came close. But I managed not to. But at the end of the day, still just distraction. I'm done with distraction. It's time to get back to my square. And I want it. Period.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. The thing about it is what people don't realize about you, like I've been telling them, obviously Jaguar can't be controlled, right? So y'all seen times where Jaguar has been on my platform before, and she'll just go like,
okay, that's when he talks about how she was before, but how she's better now.
Believe in them, but believe your mind and go see it.
I'm brave. But the thing is, when they accuse me of not being genuine in moments like these, it's because they don't realize that I hide.
Hey, Shamaya, Yayo.
I'm a part.
Hey, Miss Mahogany Booze.
My command.
Someone said block me in the chat, and he blocked me.
If I was this person all the time, do you know how much more people would try to take advantage of me than they already do? Like, I think people tend to forget. I've gone through a lot in my life. I've had my trust broken on so many occasions since I was a child. With the kind of family I got,
y'all should bring up.
Enemies are nothing. My enemies can't even compare to how screwed up some of my family is. So for me, I lead with the fuck it. Because I don't need people to know how much I actually cry at night sometimes.
Okay, when she said this, all I could think about was, we have seen you cry on this goddamn internet. You were playing some loud music either in the hotel room or the apartment, and you were in there crying. Another time you were crying in the car singing. Another time you was talking about an alleged rape that happened when you was crying. Like, we've seen you cry before. I mean, Cheryl, the way you talking, I'm just like, damn, should I just go back to school and get a doctorate and make a Jaguar my dissertation?
I hide my heart.
Social media and the effects on people with mental illness.
The warrior is there to protect the sweet side of me.
What?
But, you know, in these conversations that me, you, King Pain have in the background, I shouldn't have to hide this part of myself.
Hey, Bamboo.
I should be able to be the sweet me. I should be able to be the vulnerable me. I should be able to be the caring me. But don't be mad when I defended and protected. Don't be mad. Because I literally had people that gun for me on a regular basis for nothing more than the fact that they wish they were me.
I mean,
I'm trying to skip around, but just who wish they were you, sis? Be room for Jaguar. Oh, fuck. Lord, me personally, I don't know. I know me and SCW are different. If you know how you have on the StreamYard, you got he has a mic up to a phone. I would have had to mute her a couple of times. Like, say sorry, y'all, we're experiencing technical difficulties. Okay, let's move on.
You're right. Ghost pages, they're using. That's just a part of
me a million times, right? And Jaguar has always said that it was not her, it was the people that was coming after her at the time. She wasn't going to do nothing to turn.
Okay, this is the part about the children that got a lot of people.
And yeah, sometimes it makes sense between me and most of my enemies. Behind the scene. You're right. You're motherfucking right, yeah. See, a lot of people speak tall.
Oh my.
I meant everything. And guess what? I meant it.
Oh, this is the part where everybody in the chat got.
Don't be mad. Because I literally
Charlotte
on a regular basis for nothing more than the fact that they wish they were me.
I mean, I agree that a lot of people have hurt you, but you do have to admit, cause and effect, that you have hurt people too, right?
Well, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Now, I thought this was a really great statement he made. Question said, hey, you've hurt, because she's talking about how people have hurt her. And he flips it over and said, hey, but you have hurt people too. But y'all, it was this next thing that she said, the whole chat lit the fuck up. It was about, y'all, okay.
And guess what? I meant it. I meant it.
And this is when SeanDavieWay pulls his head down and holds his head. Because remember, he just said, hey, Jag, but you have to admit, you hurt some people too, right? And what did she just say? I meant it. I'm like, and I wrote in the chat, you meant it? And I put, Jesus, I think I said, Jesus fix her. I said, really meant it? Jesus fix her. That's all I could say. She said she just meant it. Did y'all hear that? He said, you hurt some people too, right? Yeah, I did do that. I meant it. Really? You ain't got, no, I'm sorry. No apology. I should have never did that. Okay.
I meant every last bit of it. I don't do nothing that I can't stand on 10 toes down, 10 feet tall.
Oh my God.
Everything that because everything that I do for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
See, a lot of people say, oh, Jag hurt this person, Jag hurt that person. You're right. You're motherfucking right, yeah. Because you don't see what the other people are doing behind the scenes. I just do it out front.
Lord.
That's all. That's the difference between me and most of my enemies. They're using blogs. They're using ghost pages. They're using bots. And yeah, sometimes it makes me look like a villain. Oh well, that's just a part of it. And I'm not going to apologize for that. Don't hate me because I'm brave enough to.
Hold on, because I'm so sick of people saying this, because I promise you, I do not care. So, someone says, so threatening to unalive churn, you meant wow. Now, hold on, because I brought this up to Jaguar many times, right? And Jaguar has always said that it was not her, it was the people that was coming after her at the time. She wasn't gonna do nothing to turn, is what she said. I'm gonna let Jaguar, but she also, she said that she wasn't gonna do nothing to turn, okay? And it's mighty weird that that same person who turned, y'all trying to defend that she let those children starve. Literally, child protection was in her life because she was starving her children. So, I mean,
I would say something.
Let's get that together. I'm just saying, like, if you're holding, if you feel like that, you know, that's what went down, I'm not. Well, all I'm saying is hold that person accountable too. I mean, she literally starved her children.
I want to say this, and I want to be clear. When Gerald Johnson Jr. decided to go run over to that disgusting person's home, we were getting death threats almost every day. And he knows who was making those threats. He knew that the second that he separated from me, wherever he went, that threat was following him. And I told him,
she's going back.
What you're doing is selfish and it's dangerous because you're putting people
her voice
in jeopardy
is changing.
Don't need to be in jeopardy. If ever there were a time
It's
we
deeper and it's
together,
angrier.
it's now. We don't need to be separating and bringing this on other people. I told him that. But see, people know they didn't hear that. What they heard were voice messages that I left on my husband's phone that I paid for.
She's saying,
and they.
Sorry. Bamboo, she's in a sober living house. Remember when Wendy Williams was dealing with her addiction? And she went to live in a sober living house. That's where she is.
Those two pinheads decided to take it and use it to pull people's heartstrings to try to make me look like a bad guy for cash apps.
Hold on 1 second. I didn't say whose children were being starved for the chat. So I'll let y'all.
Yeah, somebody said in the chat, no, that was not Nikki's kids starving. It was Fifi's.
Yeah, but I didn't say anything. So here, Flip. Keep going. Keep going, Jack.
At the end of the day, people got mad at me because I kept referring to these children as unfortunate. They are.
Okay, so a lot of people was upset about how she was talking about the children, like you were saying, and she's like, "Oh, I just said unfortunate." I remember, and Miss T Taylor Baby, correct me if I'm wrong. What did she say about Nikki's kids on Sugar Love's channel? What did she say? She said, "Oh, my husband said that Nikki did something to her kids, right?" So no, ma'am, you did not say unfortunate. You basically implied that those children were being sexually abused. No, no problem. That's what I'm here. Yeah, Natasha, yeah. So like okay, so Jaguar was on Tasha K back in the day. Then when Tasha K interviewed her family, her son and her ex-husband, she got mad, and so she tried to get Storm to go after Tasha K, and then she found someone else who didn't like Tasha K. I think she went to Nosy, but then Nosy felt like, oh, you're trying to take over my program, and that's when she went and found OKP, and then she got introduced to Sean. Yeah, I forgot how she got introduced to Tokyo Time. Hey, shy girl. Okay, no problem. Come on in.
To have that thing as a mother is very important.
By what? I guess, and Dr. Blue also mentioned it too on her channel. I check it out. When SeanDavieWay was explaining it on his video, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday, about where Jag was going to be staying. Like, oh, we found a guardian angel. She has a place that Jaguar can go, and here, she won't have any access to the things that she had out, out there. So she won't be able to drink or smoke or do any of those other things. So in my brain, I was like, oh, that sounds like a sober living house. To me, it does. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, she should have did. Talking about, oh, those poor, unfortunate children. No. And then what she said about Shannon's kids. And then what she said about Genesis' kids, talking about, oh, um, you're doing something. What did she say about Genesis' daughter? Something about, this is what she said about Genesis. She said, oh, you killed. Basically, she implied that Genesis was responsible for the husband, the father of her child being dead. And I was like, ma'am, did you? I said, okay. I also project. She weaponizes people's children against them, and she weaponizes sexual assault. Yeah, a lot. How old's the baby? Like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? Okay, 90 days she got introduced to Tokyo Town. Oh. How did she get introduced to real life production? Well, they are in Dallas, though. Okay, okay, yeah, I'll watch Trees after this. I know Trees gonna have something to say now. We all know that. Oh, wait a minute, I got to put my coat in. Okay, yeah, we about halfway through. I'm trying.
Unfortunate.
I'm gonna try to hear what she said about it.
And now everybody knows how unfortunate it is.
What do you say to people that call you an unfit?
I say, prove it.
Now, when she said this, all I could think about was, wait, what did she put on trial for kidnapping her own kid? Didn't she take her son's ashes and put them on her face? Didn't her mama raise her first son? And then somebody put in the chat that her oldest son testified in the custody case of her second son with Sam Sr. and Sam and her oldest son basically said that, basically Sam Sr. was a good dad, a good stepdad. So I'm just like, didn't Sam Sr. say on AT2 channel that she's been evicted 7 times, that she took their son to go live with some man she just met and left her child with this man? And then when she came back, the man threw both of them out the house. Like, does that not make you unfit? Like, I'm just saying. Yeah, she sure did. You know what? I wonder if there's a way. I think it was in Chicago, right? Cook County. I wonder if there's a way. There actually might be a way to find those transcripts. I gotta find out.
Prove it.
Prove it. It's moving right along. So, are you afraid to go to court?
Absolutely not. I'm innocent.
Of what?
Of whatever they're accusing me of. I read the report.
Oh my goodness.
Didn't word and lie. And guess whose name wasn't in the report?
Who?
My husband. Because they said that they got the white warrant on me because I threatened to kill them directly. Mm-hmm. But in fact, they couldn't have gotten it.
Wait a minute, she's mixing up different cases. The white warrant was before she went to the police station and got arrested, right? And also in her thing, there's another officer. I think that's for resisting arrest. She got charged for it. She's still trying to get Goomba to go to jail. Every time she tries to get Goomba to go to jail, she goes to jail.
The white warrant is out. Gerald Johnson Jr. So I find it very interesting that they didn't mention that he was the witness that they used, and he was the person that signed off so that they.
That was a different case.
So if you go to court on the 13th and they say that you have to stay in a facility or hospital for 2 years,
that's not going to happen.
But what if it just in theory, let's say it does. What's your plan?
Well, number one, I'm fighting it all the way. Mm-hmm. Number two, they have to prove that I'm incompetent in order for that to even happen. I'm competent.
Okay, I'm sorry. If they prove her incompetent, they're going to send her to a state hospital, right? But if she is competent, they can have a trial and she can still be found guilty, right? Am I misinterpreting the facts or something? If you really think about it, too, St. Hudson, we haven't heard from. I still don't think that. I'm sorry, I don't. I like Monopoly Sound. I like her content, but I'm really doubting about that recording of Mama Francis, because I've not seen Mama Francis on nobody panel. The sister and the nieces were on the panel, but since Jaguar got locked up, nobody from her family, direct blood relation, has been on no internet. Sam Sr. hasn't even been back on the internet. The only person I think that was got on the internet, was locked up, was Sam Jr. And we haven't heard from him in a while. Oh, I am correct? Okay.
Clearly. Like, they have to prove that I'm mentally ill and incompetent. More importantly, they would have to prove that I actually threatened to harm or harmed someone. See, you can't just send someone to a mental hospital without.
Ma'am, did we not see you point a gun at your husband when you were sitting on the bed and he wasn't paying attention? Did we not see you lick a knife on camera? Did you not have brass knuckles? Did you not tell your husband that we're not getting divorced? It's the Jaguar's part. I will bury you. I will wear a black dress, ma'am. What you driving around town looking for him? Y'all, if I wonder, can you go to the trial? Hey, you think the trial gonna be on Zoom or it's gonna be face to face? Cause you know I'm off for summer school. Just saying. Just saying. But I teach. Oh wait, I teach a morning class, so I might not be able to do it. Dang it. Okay.
Marriage. You gotta prove it.
So with the competency test, do you think that is enough for them to prove that theory?
Yeah. That, and don't forget, I've been sitting in observation tanks being filmed and recorded for weeks.
You're not the only one that's happening to. It's showing everybody.
Dallas County. There's no evidence of psychosis. Or they could just go and look at my medical records where I actually lived in a psych ward.
Okay, I'm gonna say this for y'all in the back. Y'all already know. It says in the order of competency that all of Jaguar's records from the Dallas Health and Parkland Behavioral Hospital is going to be given to the Dr. Pittman to review. What is she not understanding? He has seen your shit, Jaguar. God damn it. Kimberly, let me see transcript. Calm down. You're being entertained. No reason to get upset. It's entertainment. It's entertainment.
In Parkland Hospital for 11 days where there were people with psychosis everywhere, and I was found competent there. See, there's no proof. There's no evidence of what they're saying. You can't just put someone in a mental hospital without actually having evidence that they're mental.
Mm-hmm. But that's what I'm saying, the competency test, do you think that that's enough for them to state that you need to be there because you allegedly failed them?
Well, no, because the competency test that was given to me by Dr. Pittman, I passed. Dr. Pittman says that everyone is incompetent. Everyone. Everyone that he evaluates is incompetent.
What are you in your psych?
You know what's funny?
Doctor?
He's about 76 years old. And the word is, he's senile.
Wow.
He doesn't even do his job. He changed my meds and re-prescribed me medicine that my actual doctors who did blood panels and labs and all of that stuff on me, you know, checking everything that they're supposed to check before they give you something that could poison you and cause you to have allergic reactions and bleeding gums and all of that.
Right.
He did none of that. What he did to me was malpractice, which is why I made it very clear that I'll be filing my civil lawsuit against him ASAP.
Okay, here she got a little lawsuit. And by the way, Jane Robinson, go to her channel. She went to the website. She looked up his credentials, because you can look up, there's like the state board or whatever. And there's nothing bad on his record. Like someone said in here, he has 40 years experience. Jaguar, you in the mental part of the Dallas County jail. That's probably why everybody, oh Lord, just started trying to sue somebody. This is the part I was looking for earlier, but it was, I thought it was earlier, but it was right here.
See, they got an answer for that.
She got no lawsuit. She's gonna sell the solos.
So,
and what's even worse is he is the court psychiatrist. That means he is acting on behalf of the court. He committed malpractice on me on behalf of the court.
Ma'am, now you're accusing the man of malpractice. And see, this is the part I was going back and forth in this interview. Was like, I'm rooting for Jay. Oh, this sounds rational. But then she said stuff like this. It's like, okay, damn, same old thing.
And he gave a false diagnosis.
A false
To
diagnosis?
have a report.
What did he say you had?
Also against the law.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm going to wish you the best of luck with that, sweetie. So the conversation that we had earlier, about you leaving YouTube for a while. So do you think that it's a good idea that maybe you just take like a break, and just kind of feel, the temperature now that you're out looking at YouTube from a different perspective?
I went on YouTube today and I saw about 150 reasons why I should walk away from YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw one reason why I shouldn't.
What was the one reason?
I think that one might do it for me.
What reason was that?
The return of Jaguar Wright on Real Life's platform.
Oh.
Okay, so remember the channel she got the 1 million views on? That was Real Life production, Real Life Stars. But she fell out with them because, so they had interviewed Goomba. And I think the interview had maybe like 2-3 hours. But they split in half. So like the first interview who did, they were still like together. But then they show after Goomba left her, they show another video of him. It's actually him in the same exact clothing. They were just showing part 2 of the video where he was talking about his military experience. Jaguar got mad because she felt like, no, you shouldn't be filming him again and having him on your show while we're not together. Well, that was actually a complex thing. It was the same damn video. They just put the video they cut in half. And this is the thing. He got money for the first part, and then the second part. Well, actually, he got money for both parts when it was filmed. But what ended up happening is they actually owed Jaguar money for like her previous one or something. But guess what? Because Jaguar, this is allegedly now, this was reported to me. I don't have no receipt. I'm just saying it was reported to me. Because Jaguar was doing all this stuff in the hospital, doing all this stuff, and Real Life Stars. And then I think she even called Real Life Productions. She tried to interrupt a taping with Orlando Brown, allegedly. And so they thought, like, oh, you're acting too crazy, you're acting too erratic. So they didn't give her money, they gave it to Goomba. That's why, if you notice during that time period, she kept saying Goomba stole my money, Goomba has my money, because Goomba had the card where the money went on. That's why she kept saying that. Well, it's part of the reason why she said it too. Yeah. Hey, Roxy Burst. How you doing? Yeah. So this is what she says now. I just want to give you a backstory about Real Life Street Star. This is what she says about Real Life Street Star, Real Life Productions.
So you'll do that? You'll go into Real Life what?
Oh, I didn't say all that.
Oh.
Now this is the thing. What she's talking about is Real Life Productions has a video schedule for 6/4. So I was thinking like, oh, is that what's going on there? But it may be a previous video that they have her, and they may be premiering. So when she says, oh, I don't know if I go in there, I'm like, well, something is scheduled on 6/4/23. That's what I put in the chat.
or go on another YouTube platform again that isn't.
Oh. So you'll do that? You'll go onto real life's platform?
Oh, I didn't say all that.
Oh.
So
or
I'm
go
doing
on
that.
another YouTube platform again that isn't in my wheelhouse, in my family, my YouTube family, without proper compensation ever again. That won't happen. I went and I counted up the views that Real Life has sustained off of me in the millions. And I have more views on their platform than Charleston White does.
Now that is true.
I know how to do math. I know how much money they owe me.
About
including
$5.
all the other content that I brought them.
About $5.
They owe you money?
They actually do owe her
Yes,
money.
they do.
They gave it to Google.
Yeah. Of course they do.
But they gave it to Goomba, I think, when Jack was in jail. And so, I don't know if you remember, like, before she got arrested, she kept saying, oh, I need you to put in the paperwork. Oh, I think when she was arrested, she said, oh, I need you to create an invoice and send it over to Real Life Production because they owe me money. They won't pay me. So, yeah.
They're making
So Real Life Productions, I know someone probably gonna tell you, Jaguar said y'all owe her some money. And she wanna have a conversation with y'all. I don't know if you wanna have a conversation with her. And I'm telling you, all the stuff that I just said is what was reported to me and alleged, because I don't know if that stuff is true or not. But I'm just saying, you hear this right here though. She said out her own mouth, she won't talk to you about her money.
off my content.
But once you put your own content on your own channel though.
Collectively, we're looking at 5 million views, 5 to 7 million views off of one person. That's a nice little chunk of change they're making.
I like Real Life Production.
I like them too. I liked them better when they were, playing above the board. I liked them better before they started using me to rape my network for their own profit and gain. I liked them better when they were, acting like we were actually building real camaraderie. I'm gonna put it to you this way: after everything that we were doing and trying to do together, the simple fact that none of them visited me in jail, the simple fact that none of them put $1 on my book, the simple fact that none of them put money on the phone, we ain't friends.
Well, what if they just...
Now, this is my thing. Now, let's say the stuff I said was reported to me allegedly. If you came to their production studio, tried to disrupt one of their tapings with Orlando Brown, why would they put, and they gave the money that was supposed to be for you, according to you, they gave it to Goomba. Why was you expecting to put money on your damn books? Young Jay, did y'all put money on Jack's books? I could have swore SeanDavieWay said, told Jackie you were going to put money on her books, but you kept telling. So I don't know. Then I saw somewhere else you said you wasn't for to bail Jag out. So I don't know. Is she talking about you right here, or is she talking to somebody else?
Okay.
What are you saying?
They're busy. They're so busy that me, and this isn't me being cocky, I am the fucking content.
Ooh.
And they're busy for me? You fucking kidding me? There's a bunch of weirdos out there that make time for me damn near 24 hours a fucking day. Where the fuck is they? Where the fuck are they at?
You burnt that bridge.
They real quiet about Jaguar Wright right now, but everybody in the world is talking about me except them. But they're collecting abuse though.
Well, I will say this. I did notice something, y'all. I noticed something this week. So, I I was noticing, like when Jag got locked up, right? Well, let's say the last 2 weeks. Last 2 weeks, I saw some content creators not doing any Jaguar content. Now, Night Day and Real Life Productions haven't done it since Goomba, I think, was with Nikki. Okay, and Jag started getting like arrested. And so they stopped doing content on her. Now, within the last week, Night and Day, we can have Night and Day start doing contact on Jag again about her being released. And then, but they do other stuff too. And then yesterday was the first time, or was today, I saw Real Life Productions put a Jag related video up for a premiere or a live, because they've been interviewing everybody else for like, what, month and a half? And I was like, oh. So, I don't know. Maybe, hey, like you said, Jaguar is the content. I'm just saying.
Dallas County Jail is right around the corner from where they film.
Are you doxing me? The
All the
location?
money I made them, you couldn't put no fucking money on my books.
She getting mad, y'all.
And you did that whack ass fucking fake ass interview with my motherfucking husband who sat there and lied.
Okay, like I told y'all, it was the same interview. They cut it in half. They showed one week and did the other one next week. And the second video, it had nothing to do with her. It was about his military experience. See how mad she's getting? Because it's about Goomba, how mad it makes her angry.
Even about his military career.
When you're a
Stop.
Huh?
Well, he a fry cook. But no, okay. Well, maybe you guys should just have a conversation. Maybe y'all should just talk.
I had a conversation with them before I was arrested.
Mm-hmm.
Me and them can talk about possibly mending fences when they give me the $10,000 that I asked.
Oh, it's 10,000, not 5,000.
That they owe.
Okay.
They were supposed to put on a hard drive before I left for Shreveport, and nobody showed up to make sure I got it.
Ma'am, wasn't you in the middle of an eviction? Jaguar, you were in the middle of an eviction. Middle of an eviction now.
Well, let's just stick a pin in that. Maybe y'all can have a conversation and work out some things.
We're past conversation. Pay me my money, give me my footage, and then we can talk about being friends. Because right now, they looking a lot like Shalana Hunter to me.
That's Tokyo Tony's real name. She started using her real name.
They looking real Shalana Hunter to me right now.
That's burnt.
I just saw about some Tokyo Tony started doing within the last week. She's been doing Jaguar content too. Yeah, are we being bamboozled? Like Jaguar, she's in jail. There's people doing her content, but then some other people doing her content. But then the people who was, Jaguar was on their platforms a lot. Now they're all doing content, but maybe I'm overthinking it. Yeah, this is a coincidence, right? Or am I overthinking? Oh, Tokyo Tony's Shine Way calls her burnt cat.
If y'all don't know who that is, here, Flip. So, what am I going to use that? You give her Shalana, right? I'm gonna have to use that. So, is there anyone that you want to thank before the interview comes to when the conversation comes to?
Now, this part I thought was great. She thanked the people that helped her get out.
Thank the people. I wish I could say their name, but for fear that they're going to be stalked, maligned, targeted, and harassed, I won't. I want to thank the people that have made it possible for me to have a safe place to stay, where I can hide in plain sight and not have to worry about being stalked to death. I want to thank the people that bonded me. Let's start with Jamal Bryant.
Shout out to Jamal.
Okay, I still have not gotten no confirmation that he gave her some bail money on that GoFundMe. I'm trying to figure out who's down at that church. I'm trying to figure if I just okay. Let me just say maybe it's not me. Should somebody reach out to Jamal Bryant and get confirmation that he actually sent some money for Jaguar? Because his name is not on that GoFundMe as no donor, unless he's the anonymous one. But then someone said that Mama Francis was the anonymous one. So I don't know. Yeah, Triple D is gonna be her her new security. Oh wait, the house been removed from Zillow?
I cannot wait to have a conversation with that man and go to his church as I was invited to speak with him in his congregation.
Wait a minute, when did he invite you? He called you down to Dallas County Jail? Did you call him today or yesterday? Okay, I need some confidence. Somebody who works down there at New Birth? New Birth in the office. Okay, somebody in the audience, you know somebody at New Birth Missionary Baptist Church in Atlanta. Please ask somebody in the office. Can they ask Pastor Jamal Bryant, did he invite Jaguar Wright to his church and did he put money on her GoFundMe? We need confirmation. Cause I don't know.
He's controversial, just like me.
Oh, girl, stop. Pastor Jamal Bryant, he's actually I've actually heard him preach. I actually followed him on YouTube. He's just what do they say in the black church sector? He got community pain. He's hoish. That's it. He is. Okay. But he has actually turned New Birth around. And he's kind of getting along with his ex-wife who's on Real Housewives of the Potomac. Okay. So I'm just like I'm talking about why would he I don't know. What has been removed of the house? Miss T Taylor. Okay. Thank you, Miss T Taylor, baby, on the transcript committee. All right. Yeah, I mean, now, you know what? I don't know about him being pulpit pimp. A horse pastor, yes. Because he actually does a lot of things with his church and community. Like they feed people, they do the COVID-19 kids and stuff. Like they was out there, now if you said Creflo Dollar, oh yeah, he's a pulpit pimp. For sure. Yeah. Yeah. So and see that's what I'm saying. Like, she still got people out here that don't like her. All you gotta do is download a video and send a link to somebody down there in Dallas County and say, hey. And you already said her the dang old Dr. Competency man name. Dr. Pittman, we all know his name. Damn.
That bonded me out and secured my bond. Thank you. Thank you for taking that chance. Because there's a lot of people in Dallas that I know that are too afraid
to
help me because they're afraid of what it'll do to their lives. And guess what? That's cool because it's your life. You just remember if you ever end up in that same situation, don't fucking think about asking for my help.
Oh gosh, the voice. The voice.
And I'm the kind of friend that gets up in the middle of the night to change a flat tire. You just lost that. You lost one. You lost. But we cool. I ain't mad. We just know where we at. And I want to thank my mom for being my mom.
Oh,
and I want to thank my son for being my son. And I want to thank the Kansas for being my lifeline. And I want to thank you and King Payne for being my friends and my colleagues and my handler. And I want to thank all of the girls who encouraged me and empowered me when they didn't even know it. From Bossier to Dallas.
Okay, she starts talking about people from Bossier and also Dallas County and people who she's gonna give. I'm gonna skip over this part. She's gonna give. She thanks the people who sent her who donated to her GoFundMe, and she said that she's gonna have a I guess like a private virtual concert just for them. Is I guess she's gonna give the link to either OKP or SGW, and they're gonna get a virtual concert for them because they yeah. So that guy was like, okay, this is the thing. She has really good ideas. I just need her to execute them. Like, this is a really good idea.
A special performance for all. And we're going to make it amazing. I'm going to get a video so that everything, all I did this entire time was write in my artistry, but I never had a chance to.
So she talks about, like, hey, she did a lot of writing and stuff like that. You have to go back here for her poem about the Kansas or her poem, a poem about Goomba.
The letter you'll never see.
Okay, she said. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't want to hear Goomba's poem. I'm gonna have to go back there for the poem and for Goomba. She actually has very good writing skills. Like she actually does. Like, did I agree with everything she said in the poems? No. But alliteration, metaphors, imagery, she has it. She has it.
That was weird.
Now, all the things look excellent. You done.
Oh, then she started singing a gospel song.
I do that all the time. So
bring me back to it because
she said she's gonna work on a gospel album that she promised her daddy. I'm just waiting forward to some of it. Okay, real talk. I did like the song she did, the gospel song she sung. I do believe like she should be praising the Lord, but I have. And I'm not the best singer. I'm not, but I'm just gonna say this. She was putting too much bravado on a song that you really should just sing straight through. But that's just me. But her voice did sound clearer than it has been before. And so I agree that what someone in the chat said, please don't start smoking cigarettes again. Okay, I was okay with the first poem, Shy Girl 64, until she got to the part about saliva. And then I was like, okay. But then, yeah, the one about Goomba, it was funny, but at the same time, it was like, damn, you really hate that goddamn PlayStation. Because I could act, that's what I'm saying. She's very good with imagery because she was speaking all those things, and I could see it in my head. Oh yeah, she's a great storyteller.
medicine.
It's that supported the cause and whatnot. They had a bunch of questions for you, so I was going to choose like 15 of them. And then go out.
Yeah,
This is what he's gonna do next time.
No one's asking for anything. And trust me, these questions.
You're gonna have hard questions for her, he said.
And what I mean, they're like, no. I mean like this. No, let's not talk about. Let's get to 15 of my own questions. But it's time to think about it.
He says he's gonna questions we've been saying in the chat, but he's gonna have 15 of his own.
I'm glad we had a long talk, myself earlier this campaign, about like beefing and coming at people. It's just like, girl, you are being all that. There's really no reason to attack anybody. You can attack us. We literally have to put you in a literal secret location, just so people won't harass you, won't police on you, or things like that. But we also need you in a headspace where you're not doing those things either. Like, you don't need to be live, threatening people, stuff like that. You don't need to stop doing that. You honestly don't. Girl, all that stuff is over with. Like a lot of that stuff calmed down, like gone. There's no point in grief. I told her the same thing with Burkett. I'm just like, girl, you don't have to fight her. You don't have to argue with her. You don't have to go back and forth. You don't have to do any of that. She lets you know where she stands with you, and you can just leave well enough alone. But if you feel away and you want to get it off your chest, I mean, you absolutely can, because I hate her. But if you don't want to get into it with her, you don't have to. Like, in order to be beefing with somebody, even if they come for you, if you don't respond, there's no beef.
Right.
They have front and shoot, not the other way around. So I said you can definitely handle it.
And don't say their name.
She got a problem, although she's the one who lied and said what she was going to
do. Okay, move on.
She wasn't disrespecting. She was disrespecting another creator.
Okay, so around this time, I'm gonna be in my little petty spirit. So somebody named Nubia Novell, yeah, I'm saying your name, was in SeanDavieWay chat around the 1 minute and 21 second mark. She gonna say in the chat, and I believe she was directing it at SeanDavieWay, but I think but I felt some type of way because I actually have braces too. She gonna say, you need to take those braces out of your mouth before you start talking. Really? Really? Because SeanDavieWay speaks a lot clearer than me. And then I posted in chat, shut up, Nubia. And then, but next thing I know, Too Persuasive had already taken care of it. And someone else said, oh, she wasn't talking about you. And someone else said, oh, she was talking about SeanDavieWay. And someone said, oh, no, she wasn't talking about SeanDavieWay. She was talking about another content creator in the chat. And that's what he said. Well, I don't want either one of that. So, and one of the mods said she took care of it already. But I was just like, in my little feelings about that, I'm like, no, he didn't. But my thing is, like, he has those braces, and you came over here. Everyone knows that. And my thing is, like, if you came over here to tell me that, and you didn't even at me, like, really? But I'm just saying, I just feel some type of way too. I'm like, we brace gang over here. Girl, well, I guess I have money. I'm on a payment plan. But I did have to, oh Lord, that down payment though, shit. I'm sorry. My insurance covered half of it, but I still had to put like, okay, let's say as much as I pay my rent a month, I had to put some of that on the braces. And luckily I had got my bonus from my job. When you get what they call it, longevity pay. The more years you work, they give you like a longevity pay check, extra paycheck. Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Like, get those braces out your mouth before you start talking. I gotta have this in a year. And then after a year, I gotta do a retainer, uh, morning and night. I think you said for 6 to 9 months, and then after that, the rest of my life just at night. All because I want my smile back that I had growing up. Cause guess what? I didn't do all the flossing, all the what do you call it? Um, brushing before bed, and some of the stuff I was eating. Uh, more gas on my teeth. So when a dentist tell you to do something, ladies and gentlemen, don't be like me. You do what they say. Um, yeah, my down was like $1,500 down, and then the total amount is okay. Well, I'll tell you my business. The total amount was 5 grand. I'm gonna tell y'all that. So I put 1,500 down, right? And then my insurance, they bill my insurance for the rest. Well, actually, no, I'm gonna take it back. I think maybe it might be 6. Oh, that's cute. Leave the Madonna Gap is sexy. Oh, that's so cute. Say hushing. Yeah. I know I'm in Texas, but the way stuff has been going on at the border, my ass is not going down there. Okay? That mistreat immigrants. And then the Americans that go across the border, they ain't all coming back. The 4 black people that went down there, then some white lady went down there, she got mixed up. Then another lady went down there, and then you have Shakur Robinson with the Cowboy Sam Lucas. Y'all pray for Fisher King Payne. That's where he went on vacation. I just feel some kind of way. So yeah. Right, right. But I said, oh, get them out of your mouth before you start talking. Like, you just can't go and just take the braces out. That's not how it works. Oh, you need dental because the plasma maze weaken my teeth. Yeah, I think I've seen some of those dental implants. Yeah, it does. The condition of your teeth can also, yeah. No, no, no. I love being in Texas. I live here, but I'm saying because I'm in Texas, I'm not driving to Mexico to get my teeth done. Nope. Hey, Linda Gibbons. Not with the stuff they got going on right now. My crazy ass governor sending more troops and stuff down to the border. Then some of them got ran over by somebody in a car, a truck or something. Okay, thank you. I'm supposed to go to the orthodontist on Monday because I've had this tongue tamer in since dang, I think it's been since April. Let me see. I got the braces in spring break. That was around the 15th, and then 2 weeks later, the 30th or something like that, I got the tongue tamer. So yeah, it's been like 2 months. So either they're gonna tell me it's gonna stay in, or they're gonna tell me I can take it out now. But I think I got a feeling they're gonna tell me it's gonna stay in. That's what I'm talking about, Natasha. I'm not. Yeah, some people might be going like there are things that are cheaper in Mexico, but I'm just not. And I actually would like to go there. To be honest, like I'm a history teacher. I love the historical things about Mexico. I want to go where the Aztecs were. I want to see the history that happened there. But right now, yeah, I have to be very careful about what I eat. And when you say you're tightening, what do you mean? Was that the rubber bands? I'm sorry, yo. We gonna start talking about see.
Well, yeah, I don't do that either. You don't get to come over here and get your issue with other people.
Oh, I did like what he said too.
You don't get to. I don't care. You don't get to come attack my moderators. You don't get to come attack my subscribers. You do not get to. I don't care if you don't. Even the content creators that come over here, you don't get to attack.
Okay, and speaking on that, we had an incident last time, and Roxy Verse, I love you. I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen to you or anyone else. Same thing over here. Please. Yes, I have to. And guess what? I thought I was okay. I didn't have any broke brackets, but guess what? I got some this next visit. So, but let me get back to what I said. I'm gonna say the same thing. Fisher King Payne said. I'm sorry, SeanDavieWay. Sorry, SeanDavieWay, and also Dan Robinson said in her chat as well. Everyone is welcome to come to my chat, but please don't come over here to get into an argument or beef with content creators. We had a little situation with Messi. Miss Madas came over and tried to start some stuff for Roxyverse. We don't need that. I'm all about freedom of speech, as long as you're not being sexist, racist, or religious bigot, or homophobia or transphobia. But if you got an issue with the content creator, y'all got your own chat. You got your own channel. You just go over there, and that's what Roxy first did. She went to her channel and she made a video about Miss Madonna coming for her and my chat. Y'all should go watch it. You know what? It's day one. I think considering what Jack has been doing the last, is it been 6 months or 5 months? It might have been 6 months. Um, this is like, share, subscribe to SeanDavieWay and Fisher King Payne. That's their video. So if you want to go watch it without my commentary and without me and my tongue timer, you definitely can go there. You don't know. Let me see your transcript sent you. All right. Um. Yeah, Messi puts the mess in Messi though. She really do. But she's entertaining too. But I didn't like what she coming for Roxy Bird. Like she could just I told her what she'll be. I said, hey, I like you. We're not on subscribers only, but I don't need you to come over here and talking like that. We all gonna go along over here. Wait, Sharia Smith kills me when she be in people's chat. What she say? I think I want to say Jag is gonna be okay for the first few days. It's when she gets into like that second week, like before her hearing. I just wonder about that because she's gonna be nervous. She might come off as a very strong person, but I think really deep down she's fearful about things. This is what would happen though. This is the thing about Jaguar though. A lot of reasons why Genesis, Virginia, and Nikki came on social media, a lot of it was because Jag was talking about them and they got tired. And I guess because of their situation, And maybe because they don't know about things with narcissists. With narcissists, you have to do no contact, and you have to gray rock them, and you have to like ignore them. And I think in their case, they didn't do that. And Goomba, like, he did it for a little bit, but then he started responding to her. But then, like, the last 2 weeks, when the whole thing with Nikki and Fifi, he went, we didn't hear from him 2 weeks, and then he went live on Instagram, and then he didn't even say anything in Instagram. He was smoking on the hookah in the lounge. And then when we saw that one time on the beach, he was putting his hand on the beach. I was like, this, okay, self-care. He needs to continue doing that, but now Jagger's out. But the thing is, she knows how to push these people's buttons. That's the thing. And so hopefully Goomba has been going to get some therapy, that he has learned to get some skills about how to ignore Jaguar. And now, to be honest, if we really want to help these people who we all have seen have been affected by Jaguar, we got to stop doing some things. And that means, hey, sending them videos or screenshots or something that Jaguar said. No, we don't need to tell them that. That's going to make them upset, and they're going to come on the goddamn internet and talk to us about it. But what they also need to do as well is they need to block some people from being able to send them things. Okay? They need to unsubscribe from some people's channels so that they don't see things. Yeah, a Jag lover. Yeah. If you notice, Natasha, how I respond when I talk to Jaguar, because I know that it's futile for me to talk to her. One, I know she's, well, we both mentally ill. I just feel like I'm working on being a better mentally healthy person, but she keeps saying ain't nothing wrong with her. She don't want to take the medicine. Oh, she's having adverse reactions. She said she was gonna go to therapy. We ain't never see her in therapy or going to therapy. We saw her doing everything else. I have a psychologist, and I take my medicine, and I also have an accountability partner. My best friend is my accountability partner. She would tell me, "Hey, you doing too much. Hey, I need you to get off the internet today. Let's go to the movies. Let's go here. Let's go there." You know, that's actually what I'm hoping that she can get that at your sober living house. You're welcome for watching first. And this is the thing though. She, for a moment where she is now, she gotta deal with her own fucking thoughts. She gotta deal with her own self. Her two friends, OKP and still basically told her, hey, I'm gonna need you to go into that sober living house. I'm gonna need you to stay off the internet until I guess, they want her to come back on there. They're like, we don't need you to go online. He said we gave her a list of things to do. That is very helpful for someone like her. She needs to have, okay, I'm checking this off, I'm checking that off, because she has to get into the mind being like, hey, she needs organization, really. Yeah. That's why I didn't understand people who would go up there and talk to Jag and then end up arguing with her. And I would go up there, I would just ask her a question, like, okay, so what did I ask her that time? Oh, I think I asked her about therapy. That's why I was praying for her. I said I was offering her mama to get it. Because I really, I did a little trolling, but I'm not gonna go up there and argue with her. One, cause she got out curse me. Okay. I already got a job. I already got a stalker too. I don't need them like showing that and then sending to a damn job. Who needs that? I just learned some things on this internet these last couple of years. Like, you know what? I gotta stop doing things too. You know, which I wish she would have said that. I have to stop doing. I'm sorry. I was wrong. I gotta stop doing some things too that put myself in this situation. That's what I think what we wanted to hear, but we didn't get to hear. So, but I'm gonna say something positive. Cause I just start with positive. I have my critiques in the middle, but end with positive. For the first 24 hours since she's been released, this is the best I've seen her than any other time that she has been released from a mental hospital or jail in the last, is it been 6 months? 6 months. Like, this has been the best, even though she said some stuff in here that I was just like, oh, damn. Because we've seen her other times when she come up out of there, it's right back from, she didn't even start with 1, 2, or 3. She goes from 0 to 10. I said today about, what, a 3? 3 or 4? So I'm just like, okay, this is good. You know, considering, look, she ain't tell nobody. She ain't like now. She didn't take responsibility for some stuff. She's still angry about some stuff. She did tell people thank you. That was great. She did say she wasn't gonna go back and forth with Tokyo and Tony. All right. She's working on her list of things she needs to do. And what other thing? I say she did. She technically was in this video. She didn't like tell nobody. She really didn't tell nobody like fuck you. She didn't threaten nobody kids. She ain't weaponized sexual assault. She read her little 2 poems and she sung her song. I'm like, damn, she's actually doing pretty good for 24 hours. Day one, we doing good. Damn, Cheryl. I love you, Cheryl. I really do. I'm trying to be positive over here. I'm a Libra. I'm trying to be positive. Oh, come on, y'all. Can we try? Can we pray? Can we touch and agree? Lord, please help Jaguar. Because we know you a miracle worker, but oh Lord. She might get killed at SL house. Probably take a minute to calm her butt down. Maybe so. I think I have to do my polls on my desktop, but that's what I probably need to do. But either I'll put it on my next video, I'll put it on my community wall. Jaguar, I be rooting for you. Oh Lord, that's why I made my little video. That's why I made my little whatchamacallit like this. That's why I made my thumbnail look like this. Cause I was like, Jaguar, I know it's only been 24 hours since your release, but I am rooting for you and praying for you too. Cause I really am. I really am. But thank you, Natasha, Messiah, Linda, Shamalia. I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right. Forgive me. Miss T. Taylor Baby, Shalima, Cheryl R. Lee, Shy Girl 64, Linda Gibbons, Roxy Verse. There goes got Roxy Verse. Saint Hudson. Did I see Jaffa 9 here? Lindsay, Shalima, Bamboo, and Natasha Brazil. We didn't always agree on everything, but we have um free, ideas. We bounce off each other. Oh, the Golden, is it the Golden Girl? Tata P 1967. And Tattoo Gamer 85. Oh, shout out to Hear Her TV. She was in the chat. Oh, the Golden Child. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you, Judge and Jury with Judge Evie for coming by. Thank you, Queen Gemini. Thank you, TC Gemini for coming by. And trying to think who else is in here. I don't want to forget nobody. If I have forgotten you, please blame it on my head, not my heart. I thank you all for being. Thank you, Shanosha Johnson. Thank you, Marcy Lynn, for being here. Rosalind, thank you for being here. Um, Thank you. I said what I said, sis. I really like y'all names in this chat tonight. I love the diversity. KB Bunton, thank you for being here. Thank you, Shannon Lewis, for coming by. Um, um, let's see if I see anybody. Thank you, Midwife K. Thank you, Brown Diva 718. Thank you, Jaffa 9. Let's see. We have a lot of people here. Thank you, Lindsay, Queen Gemini. Thank you, Patricia Bassano. Thank you, Ebony Woods. I think that's everybody. Almost everybody. But like I said, thank you folks for being here. Please like, share, subscribe. You can become supporter of the channel either through Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, become a member of the channel, or you can do just one great thing for me. Like, share, subscribe. Share your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, what else to say? Facebook, MySpace, YoSay, Snapchat. Share. If you're a content creator, please share to your community. You all. Oh, thank you, Poetic Justice and Nia Supreme. Thank y'all for being over here in the chat, and I will see you probably in someone else's chat either later tonight or tomorrow. Cause guess what? I'm a teacher. I'm on spring break. Not spring break. Summer break. So, shout out to the teachers on the East Coast. I think you guys actually start later in the year than us, and y'all might have a couple more weeks. So, all right, y'all have a very good night or good morning. So, oh, thank you, Miss Mahogany Blues, as well. I'm missing people. All right, good night, y'all, or good morning. Bye. Please don't forget to put this back in here again. Um, please go by SeanDavieWay and the official campaign. All right, there you go. But give it to me. Don't leave yet. Okay, incoming king is out. Okay, everybody, let's go over there. Let's go over there. All right, let's go on over there. Incoming opinion is live. Okay. All right. Messiah Bird, thank you so much for coming here too. All right. See y'all over there on Incoming Opinion. All right. Bye.